What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. About to get into this recap real quick. Just gonna recap my team first. We're gonna start with the Saints. I'm doing the NFC, all the draft grades. Um, as you can see, my second pick was an accident. It's 64 overall. But my first pick was a pretty much a solid pick for what we needed, what we wanted to draft, where we wanted to go in the draft. Obviously, bringing another big body guy, 320 pounds, 87 strength is a respectable, 84 run block is good, and impact block being 81 is awesome as well. All great things to build on. He does have the undisciplined trait. We're definitely going to have to get that changed up within the preseason. Let's go ahead and get to the rest of the NFC. We got the Seahawks right here, who I believe drafted a tall receiver. Yeah, 6'4", 91 speed. Pretty good player right here. And in this league, a lot of guys like to chuck the ball deep, so this should be interesting for that squad. 82 or 72 overall D tackle, not great, but not bad. Slow development, yeah, he is bad. All right, cool. Moving on. DeMarcus Chisholm. I hate the fact that this is a good pick. Don't get me wrong, but I hate the fact that the way Madden does their defensive tackles, like there's literally maybe 2 or 3 draftable defensive tackles, and you'll see that throughout this little video here. But that's the only highlight of his draft right here. So he's got 3 players over 70 overall. Steelers definitely won the draft. If you look at how many picks he has in the first 3 rounds, bro, it was insane. He had 4 first rounders. He pretty much traded away all his talent on his team, basically in a rebuild. And obviously this is an AFC team, but I just had to showcase this guy right here. With the number 1 overall pick, he goes with a 6'4", 206-pound corner with 96 speed, bro. Like literally, I don't think that you can get any better than that at cornerback. Like there's literally nobody gonna test this man deep. If they do, it's a pick. So let's just move on from that, because like I said, that's that's just insane. The Titans, I mean, not the Titans, the Vikings is a team that I played in the NFC Championship game. He goes out here and he actually retools right here with a really good linebacker off the rip. 88 hit power. 81 speed is not as bad as people may think it is, especially when he has 89 acceleration, 86 agility, along with 85 strength and I think 90 hit power. 88 hit power. So yeah, that's definitely a stud. Definitely a great user linebacker there. So right outside linebacker, Tariq Dyer. This is actually somebody I was looking at as well. I predicted that he would be a pretty good inside linebacker as far as like in a zone blitz game. But upon further review, with that 79 acceleration, not so much. So with that being said, we're going to move on from here. We're not even going to showcase this 75 overall fullback here. What the fuck was that? Yeah. So moving on to the Bears here. The Bears actually got another stud inside linebacker right here. 84 strength, 90 hit power. He was drafted really early, and he should have been. He's got the talent to do so, to be there. 81 pursuit is something that should be addressed early on in his career, as well as zone coverage, play rec awareness, all that good stuff. But everything else is pretty much spot on. He's got really good acceleration, really good block shit as well. That's a good pickup by him. He actually had a pretty good draft. If you look at all the numbers here, Jared Murdoch is somebody that I was actually looking to target. Had I kept my original pick, which was 31st overall. And from the looks of it, at 2nd round, 17th overall, he would have been there. And this is definitely who I would have taken had I not moved up to get offensive line, because I didn't think offensive line would last. But he's pretty good. 87 speed, 88 jump. Really good man coverage to coming out of college. Really good strength as well. I think it's 76, which is insane. But as far as this guy right here, all he really needs is upgrading that zone coverage, play rec, as well as press, and he's pretty much all set and good to go. Probably after his first year, he'll be a stud on the outside. And this is the guy who I meant to take with my 2nd round pick. What happened was I went to the bathroom. Like maybe 15 picks before me. When I got back, I had 30 seconds on the clock, and I was like, holy shit, let me just pick somebody that I had on my watch list. I picked the wrong receiver. I meant to pick this guy. Wound up being a great player. 94 speed. I believe Yeah, I knew he was going to be the one that had the elusiveness and ball carrier vision. He had a second round grade on him, in my opinion, but I think he was actually billed as like a fourth or fifth. That's a good pickup by the Bears right there. Um, T. Fair is also really, really good coming out of Georgia. So you pair Leonard Floyd out of Georgia as well as Ty Fair. That's a pretty fearsome pass rush out there because this guy's got 87 speed, 88 agility, acceleration. Agility not so, and his power and finesse moves need some work, but he is definitely a building piece right there. Um, as far as everybody else, he actually picks up decent guys here. Well, this right guard only has 82 strength, but he's got really good run block at 85, and impact block is really good as well. Definitely a nice little building piece. This was the first kicker taken in the draft. I don't know if that was a user pick or CPU, but yeah, shout out to the first kicker going off the board here. Buccaneers, they took a quarterback early, third overall, after letting Jameis Winston walk. Obviously, if you don't have the money to pay above 120, 130 million, then you got to go ahead and let him walk and then rebuild. And they actually did that, and this is a pretty decent piece right here, man. 80 deep accuracy as a rookie is really good. 88 short, 84 mid. He follows it up with another offensive lineman here. Not the best, but he is a good run blocker if you ask me, because he's basically 340 pounds with 90 strength, 84 run block. It's all really good running those power O's and inside zones, outside zones, and all that good stuff. He's gonna latch on to guys really well. Really gonna only go over the 70 overall players or higher. This right here, Leandre Fluellen, was actually a interesting pick to me because when he went off the board, I was like, I didn't think that he was actually going to be worth a first-round grade. At 24 years old, as a rookie, me personally, I don't target guys that are 24, but he's actually got pretty decent stats across the board. The 77 stamina is the only knock on him I can see, but he's got good acceleration, good speed, good agility. Strength is really only the question here, but his block shed is high, tackle, power move, all that good stuff. He can be a stud out there, and when you pair him with Robert Nkemdiche, depending on the defensive front that you're in, that's two big guys. Nkemdiche is 6'4", 300, and this guy's 6'6", 300. So pretty good players right there. He follows up in the second round with Lamar Tostin, which was somebody that wasn't really on my board per se, because I was not looking to take a receiver too early. But he actually winds up being really good with 95 agility, 91 speed, 90 acceleration. And he's got the elusiveness as well. Unfortunately, his stamina is low, so he won't be able to take full advantage of that 91 speed. But in certain situations, he can get behind the defense. Took a fullback there in the third round. I don't know what's up with that. Battle here. I think this is the guy that, yeah, it is. So I traded my fifth round pick to him for his third round next year. He was scrambling for an offensive lineman. I made the suggestion. He proposed a trade, and this is who he took with that pick, which is not a bad pick in my opinion. Obviously, he's not the best athlete, but he is a mammoth of a man. 6'6", 340 pounds. Probably the best run blocker that was on the board, other than the first rounders. So. And then he followed that up with this guy here, Richie Lehman, 91 strength as well, 6'4", 303 pounds. This is probably the better pick of the two, to be honest, because of his strength, and he actually has 81 acceleration. But obviously, pass block is an issue here. He's going to have to address that with both of these players, should he choose to keep both of them and develop them as well. So, but those are two pretty good players right there, and I think in maybe a season or two they can be studs. Looks like he went offensive line 4 times here, trying to build that O-line. That's definitely the way to go, buddy. On to the Cowboys here. We got a 78 overall free safety, Todd Sams. It's a big body guy, 6 feet, 215 pounds, 87 speed, good hit power at 91, good tackling as well. Definitely a noteworthy replacement for Barry Church out there. Conservative play ball trait, but that can be upgraded. 70 catching, only 82 jumping though. But in any case, that's a nice guy to have out there in a cover 3 defense as your box safety with 77 strength. BJ Mooney. This draft was loaded with cornerback talent. There was at least 6 guys at the cornerback position that could have been drafted in the first round, in my opinion. This guy went 10th overall in the second round, which is not a bad spot. 90 speed, agility is a little low at 89, but he's got decent acceleration as well. So in my opinion, what I would do with this young man is make him a box, not a box safety, a press corner, because he clearly does not have the hip fluidity to play off coverage and be able to cover inside and outside breaking routes. So that would be my suggestion to you there, Cowboys user. But your first two picks as defensive backs is really good, really solid. They get another box safety here. 84 speed, but he does have really high strength, I believe. If I can find it, yeah, 77 strength right there. So it's another box safety right there. Diablos, I believe, are a AFC team. I'm not 100% sure. Eagles. So the Philadelphia Eagles, the team that was slated to win the Super Bowl, even with me in the league, actually took two running backs here. Gianni Gibson, it's a guy that was on my board. I'm glad I didn't pick him because he only has 86 acceleration. And they just advanced a week. Alrighty. Well, they drafted another running back right after that, I guess trying to get the speed back to complement the fact that this guy only had 86 acceleration. Wow, they got a 78 overall cornerback down here, huh? Artez Galladay? He was not on my board at all. Wow. What a steal. What a steal. Only 84 stamina, though. But damn. 90 speed, 91 agility. Okay. It's a steal right there. Hold on one second. Let me just post something real quick. Alrighty. I'm back here. So, looks like we got another offensive lineman going off the board late 7th round. Not the best, but he is a 71 overall, so let's take a look at him. I saw 80 strength, and I realized that I was like, nah, he's not really worth looking at, but he's got 84 impact block, which is really, really good. 80 strength, though, that's, you can get overpowered by bull rushes. That's no good. No bueno. So my division rival right here, the Atlanta Falcons, because I am the Saints, did not have the best draft. They did not draft a single player over 70 overall, even with having 3 fourth-round picks. At least they did get. I believe they drafted a linebacker that was pretty fast. If I can remember correctly. Nope, maybe not. Yeah, they pretty much didn't get shit, which is I'm perfectly fine with, man. I am perfectly fine with that. They got a pass rushing D tackle. 69 overall is probably their highest, I believe. Yeah, so we're just gonna move right along from that. 49ers with the 18th overall pick took the strong safety. Who I knew was going to be good, but he has slow development. That's the only thing about that. But if you look at everything else about his game, 91 jump, 89 speed, acceleration 91. He's really, really good. In my opinion, he's definitely going to be a developmental guy. It's just going to be up to that user to actually do that and upgrade his development trait as well as his zone. But everything else is pretty solid and ready to go. Corey Maxey, I knew this guy was going to be a bust. He was athletic, but he did not. I think he maybe had 24 bench press reps. And out of my left tackle, I definitely want to see anywhere above 30 to 40 bench press reps out of any starting tackle, any starting lineman, really, period. He gets a 70 overall cornerback here, 82 zone, which is pretty decent. I actually was looking at this guy, and in anticipation of moving him to safety. Because I think tackling was his third highest trait. Yeah, 72 tackling right there. So yeah, this was my intention was to draft this guy and actually move him to free safety, and it would have been a nice fit. Now, do I think that they will do that? I don't know, but they should. That would be his best fit as far as scheme. Dejon Godfrey was somebody that was on my board as well. I think he ran a 4.35 40-yard dash time. He's actually pretty decent. 96 speed along with the 92 stamina he should definitely be his kick return. Because if he can get the edge or find a seam, he's definitely got the speed and the stamina to actually burn everybody. So we're definitely going to have to look out for that if we have the 49ers on our list, on our schedule this year. 24th overall pick goes to the Giants, and they draft a halfback, Lester Scipio. The other halfback that I was thinking about taking early. Um, okay. Hey, this guy's not the best, but he's not bad either. He's actually really well versed. He's got decent route running and catching as well, but only 84 stamina. God damn it! Stop with the advance. Thank you. All right. I think I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna have to cut this here because I don't want to miss out on my what do you call it? Development. So yeah, I gotta cut the video. They're gonna keep advancing. So I'm out.